Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Have a Drink on Me as recorded by acdc on guitar. Now this is an awesome guitar part, of course played by one of the greatest rock guitar players of all time, and it's this beautiful combination of rock and blues together. We're going to start off with this Bluesy Lick, and then we're going to go into some classic rock guitar moves here using power chords and palm muting and a number of essential rock guitar techniques. I'm going to break the whole song down for you top to bottom, but if you're new here, I want to give you a gift right away. I have this awesome fretboard guide that I put together that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is a system that I use for basically mapping out all the notes, and I use it when I'm playing anything on guitar, whether I'm taking a solo or playing a rhythm part or combining all of those elements like what we're going to do in this song. So I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. And one of the best things about this is it's just one page. I put all of that information on one page that you can download, print out, and keep it on your music stand or on your desktop as a super handy resource. So just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. All right, well, with that said, let's break this song down. Let's break down how to play Have a Drink on Me as recorded by acdc on guitar. Now we're going to start off with this bluesy riff that leads into later what's going to be played for the chorus. Here's how it starts. So we start out with this bluesy riff that begins on the 3rd string. We're going to slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. Then when we get there, we're going to grab the 8th fret on the 2nd string and let them both ring together like this. Now I'm using my ring finger to do the slide, and then I add in my middle finger on the 2nd string. Then when you get there, you can add a little vibrato, shake them a little bit. Then we do this. And this is a great bluesy riff here. We're going to go back to 7 and slide into 9. Then grab 8. Then we're going to reverse that slide. So instead of sliding 7 to 9, now we're going to slide 9 to 7. And we're going to add in a pull-off. So this is a slide to a pull-off. We're going to go frets 9, slide down to 7, then pull off 7 to 5, all with one pick. So then we finish with a little pentatonic phrase here, 7th fret on the 4th string, then roll that finger over to grab the 7th fret on the 3rd string, then the 5th fret on the 3rd string, finish back on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Now you may have noticed when I play this 5, I give it a little blues bend, just for character. So we start off with just the first 2 notes, let them ring, then do the full riff. Then we do this. And this is an A7 chord to a D with an A in the bass. And what you may have noticed me doing is I start bringing in this 5th string. I'm playing it open, but I'm palm muting it a little bit. So my palm is laying back here where the string and the bridge come together. I'm getting that sound instead of open like that. So I play that low 5th string, and then I do a hammer. This is a very common blues figure. You grab the 5th fret here on strings 4, 3, and 2, but you hammer down that middle finger to the 6th fret on the 3rd string. You know, think about all the blues tunes that sound like. What you're doing is you're sort of dancing around a minor chord and a major chord. It's like, is it minor or is it major? The answer is yes, it's the blues. So here you go. Okay, so you do that hammer, and then you pedal on the palm muted 5th string. 1 and 2, and then on the and of 2, you go to just kind of mashing your 3rd finger down here, playing a bar. You're covering the 7th fret on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Then you play the low A string again, and then repeat the riff. Okay, that's the main riff. Now, later we're gonna go when the band comes in. We're gonna add that in there, and that's just some power chords here. It's a C5 on the 3rd fret, 3 and 5 here. Then open A, then back to the C5, then do an A5 like this with just 1 finger. So. 1 and 2 and. All right, so later when we learn the chorus, we're gonna combine all of that like this. So that's how you play the chorus, basically, but it's all those same ingredients. Now, when we go to the verse, we're gonna play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a little moving melody here on the 4th string. We're gonna play 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 7, da, da, da. Now in between and with it, I'm gonna be pedaling that palm muted A note. So it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da 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 da. That's like the lick for the verse with the palm muted rhythm. Goes 4 times. Then we add in a little bit more rhythm, and there's some cool chords, like as one guitar is da 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 da. The bass is moving underneath, and you get this really cool part where you're blending sort of this one riff that keeps going through, but the chords change underneath. So you'll start to hear that now in this pre-chorus part that goes like this. 3, 4. Then we're into the chorus part. So what I played here was I kept that first melody going, 1 and 2 and 3 and, but on beat 4, I'm gonna play these chords. First I'm gonna play an A5, then a G5, and then a D5. And these are my standard go-to acdc rock style chord shapes, where I've made the open chords into power chords. So here I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and chord, that's the A chord, then I come back to the riff, da 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 da, then start again, da da da, this time G. Then to D, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you lead into the chorus with this. right? One of the most classic rock chord progressions of all time. It's the climb up. You're trying to get to an A, and you go F to G, but in power chords. Then to the chorus part, which we learned earlier. Then we come out of this into the interlude, and we're going to play this part, which we played from the verse. But this time we're just going to go. And we're just going to let it ring out. Then when we go back to the verse, we'll palm mute it again. Then we do the verse again, we do the pre-chorus again, then we do chorus 2. Now out of chorus 2, we go to the guitar solo. And that sounds like this. Then we go to these big A chords and we kind of go back to that riff. So for the guitar solo, I'm going E to A, E to A, 3 times. Then after the 3rd time, I'm going to go G to D. So that goes E, A, E, A, E, A, G, D. Okay, then we do that again. This time we're gonna go. Okay, so there's a little lick the second time. You go to the 3rd fret of the low E and you play 3, 0, 3, 0. Then again. Then we finish with this, and this reminds me of the chord progression. If you know Back in Black, there's a part where they go, back in black, back in black. This is like the same thing, but it's stretched out. It's like... 2 bars each. Then you hit these big A chords. Okay, we go back to that famous riff. Now, there's some parts in here in this final part of the bridge where you double that riff. You go. And then the last chord progression goes A to D, G to D, like this. This is the ending progression. Congrats on making it through this classic acdc guitar lesson. There's so much in there, so be sure to rewind the video and go over any parts that are unclear. Work out each part and then slowly try and put it together. And make sure you're listening to the recording. We always want to be playing along with the recording and listening to it and studying it so we can see how you can go from like a lesson like this to being able to make the sounds that you hear on the recording. And to help you even more before you go, make sure to download my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is the system that I use for basically mapping out the fretboard. And I want to give it to you for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. Before you go as well, make sure to leave a comment and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.